Hi, Darren here from Bet72.com again. It's Wednesday the 16th of December, moving headlong into Christmas, but still plenty of time to pick up some good profits and get some free bets and extra bonuses done in time for the big day, so we can all enjoy that with a few extra quid in our pocket. And if you'd like to know today that normal service has been resumed, we've opened up the advent calendar at Netbet, and lo and behold, there's money in it. None of these golden goal bonuses or whatever in there. We've got an opportunity now just to either take, I think there's been 25, 50, 75 and even up to £100 bonus offers today. So we're straight back into the money. We've been picking ours off on the horse racing this afternoon and working really well, and hopefully plenty more of those to come. We've still got a few more doors to open anyway before the calendar is shut, so plenty of opportunity. If you've not got a NetBet account, make that your first priority, because you can just be picking up these bonuses. Said before, we can stack them up and it is just money after money after money. We've had a couple of questions in just again about the underlying side of it again, and really it's just a way to try and protect yourself when you're actually doing some of these offers. You're going to have a certain amount of wagering attached to these particular offers. So what you need to guard against is the fact that if you do go in with sort of reasonable high stakes, or or relative high stakes, because it is all relative to your own individual circumstances and the size of the bank and the cash flow that you've got available to yourselves. So if you're going in and your bet actually wins at the bookmaker, then that money that goes in the bookmaker is going to be tied up in that account until you've completed the wagering. You can't request a withdrawal without forfeiting the winnings and the bonuses, so there's no point doing that, obviously. So what you want to do is try and give yourself a bit of a buffer, but obviously what you want to do is if your lay bet actually wins, but you're shifting a proportion of your profits over into the betting exchange. So it's all about a balance. So you obviously got to look at what you can afford to have in the betting exchange, and you've got to think ahead about worst case scenario, that if that horse does go on to win, and you might still have £400, £500, £600 worth of wagering. Some people, if they go for the top whack and go full on, they may have 4 figures worth of wagering to go. You've got to trade that off against the fact your money is going to be tied up there, and what else that's going to impact, maybe some of the other offers. And at the moment, NetBet is by far the best offer that's actually out there. But again, if your float is tied up somewhere else, that can stop you playing some of the other offers that are actually there, perhaps some of the other things that you're familiar with or like doing. So you've got to be mindful of that thing again. So it's very tempting, I know, when you do get offered these large amounts, just to go straight in and actually do them, but you've got to be prepared for the sort of worst case scenario. I mean, the worst case scenario is always going to be you're going to win money, but it could just slow you down because you're going to be tied into this wagering requirement as you're actually going along. So basically, just look at the use the Odds Matcher software, Odds Matcher Pro software. Get yourself some good matches in the market, and then look at the actual money that's involved. And you'll see on the Odds Matcher Pro software as well, you've got a little slider on it, so you can weight the money either way as you want. Perhaps, depending on a figure, it may be dependent on if you particularly fancy that selection is going to win or it's going to lose, so you can adjust accordingly and that sort of thing. But just use the offers to your advantage. That's what we're really trying to say, and take the opportunity, as we say, to underlay, because that will give you a buffer. Okay, some people will argue, I've got £300 here, I want to make at least £80, I want to make at least £90 after it, which is all well and good if you've just got a, it's a free bet and you just got to wager it over once or twice. But in this situation, you could be doing 6 times the deposit and the bonus, so you can see that could be quite large amounts. So what you've got to allow for is the fact that if you do win at a bookmaker, you've got a nice big buffer, so that eventually, if you do have to keep doing these bets, when you do come out of it, you've paid for yourself a bit extra for that time, and you've got even more out of it. And we have conversely had people who have done very well out of it. They've been underlaying, and although they continue to win at the bookmaker, they build up such a buffer there that their final figure or their final profit figure can be far in excess of what the original bonus is. So it really is a sort of win-win situation. Don't try and always just split the stuff right down the middle and eke every single penny out of it. You've got to be mindful of the fact that this is all free money, and if you can get out in one hit onto the other side, and all right, it's not going to be for the full amount of the bonus, but it's free money. You've money there, it's in your exchange account. You can then utilise that elsewhere. You can top your bank account or your card back up with the extra that's there, and then you've got the extra profit sat in your exchange account, which you can then put to work again, talking about some of the compounding and things like that we've mentioned on previous videos. So just make the bonuses work for you. That really is the key thing. But you know, this is one of those sort of rare opportunities where at the moment everyone's sort of just being able to really make hay while the sun shines, get involved and just keep these things ticking over. So it's really a great time to be involved with it. If you want any more information, you know, about ways to play it, a bit of sanity check on what you're looking to do, even some of the strategies that you want to play, because that's, again, if you've got some free money in there, you can perhaps put that to work in other areas. We're already talking about the trading side again. I mean, I've got a little bit left over. I mean, I may well put that to work on some of the trading tonight. I mean, it's slightly more difficult for me tonight because we've got Reading live on the TV, and there's absolutely no way I would ever trade Reading because it's too much emotion, and probably a good way to have a double whammy of lose the game and lose some money as well, which is the last thing I want. But yeah, I'll never ever trade Reading. That's just my rule one on the first page of the book. But and a lot of people are like that about their own personal team. But certainly there could be other opportunities hovering around, or perhaps later after the game, because you've got to think it's a global game, so we do get sort of South American games and other overnight games popping up. So again, there's an opportunity to perhaps put some of that free money to work, and we can compound that up again. So, you know, it's free money. Let it work for you, and just enjoy the ride at the moment, because it's a great time to be involved with these offers. And hopefully we'll be back tomorrow with more of the same. So take a look out for that. And yeah, whatever you're doing tonight, have a profitable night. Okay, cheers. Bye-bye.